the key message is moving your body is a great way to feel better and manage symptoms and bounce back during and after kidney cancer treatment. I should probably give you some of my background so you can understand why I'm actually speaking on this topic, since I didn't give a proper introduction. So I am a certified fitness and nutrition coach. I got into fitness before my kidney cancer diagnosis, but after I was diagnosed with chromosomal renal cell carcinoma, I decided to dedicate most of my career on the side to helping other people with one kidney build their dream physique, right? I call myself the one kidney bodybuilder. That is who I am online, because exercise has been a big, important part of my mental health, and it's not something I wanted to lose. And there's a lot of misconceptions on what you can do as a fitness enthusiast, as a gym rat, as I like to say, when you have one kidney. And we need more research there, but I won't step on that soapbox. So, what kidney cancer treatment does to your body. Now, for me, I only had surgery, so I can speak to that very deeply, but I also know what it can do when you're on systemic treatment. Fatigue and low energy, muscle loss and weakness, you have pain around the incisions, which is very, very annoying. Changes in kidney function, especially after surgery, higher chances of heart problems. One thing we don't often talk about in survivorship and in cancer treatment is the emotional side effects, right? We're always so focused on physical, but emotional, stress, anxiety. I know that's gonna be the next one after me. Fear of the unknown. I know we all deal with that. Feeling down about diagnosis and treatment. So this is why movement matters for the body. So during treatment, it strengthens your muscles, reduces cancer-related fatigue, helps ease nausea, improves mood, boosts your immune system. After treatment, supports recovery and kidney function, reduces the long-term side effects. The healthier you keep your body, the more muscle you build, the more you're able to just have a sustainable, healthy life, lowers risk of recurrence, and improves overall wellness. Why movement matters for the mind. Again, I said I have a lot of slides, so I apologize for that. But it's less stress and anxiety. You have a community connection. You get better sleep, and you feel more confident. Same reason people exercise just for regular daily life. It's the same for people who have had or have cancer. And so there are different types of exercise that you can do. It's not just one way. You can do cardio, which strengthens your heart and lungs and increases energy, again, fights fatigue. You have strength training that builds muscle, improves brain and muscle health, strengthens bones, boosts self-confidence, reduces stress, fights fatigue. And then you also have flexibility and mindfulness. We did a little bit of that when we started this, and that really helps. Not just mobility and stiffness improves that, but it helps calm the mind, ease tension, improve focus. I will be honest, that is the one that I'm not very good at. I love cardio, I love strength training, not really good in the mindfulness. So again, do as I say, not as I do kind of situation, as we've established with other people. I put this down for whatever reason. And this is why movement matters. People who are physically active had a 12% lower risk of renal cancer than those who are least active. Studies also found there's a 23% reduced risk of kidney cancer when there was leisure time physical activity. And another study in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology just generally found that being physically active reduces cancer incidence by 48% and cancer mortality by 27%. So how to get started with exercise, now that I took you through that. The one thing that people come to me all the time on social, whatever, is understanding how to actually get back into exercise after treatment and even during treatment. Because it's hard to know what to do when you don't know and can't trust your body. And if you are experiencing things like fatigue or you're experiencing pain, you just kind of want to be like, I can't do it, right? I can't do it, I'm not going to do it. But you can, right? You can, if you take these 4 steps to get started. Start small. don't overwhelm yourself. I am the type of person when after I had my surgery, I wanted to get right back into working out. I was doing cardio kickboxing before that, wasn't lifting as much. I did bodybuilding afterwards. I wanted to get right back into working out. I walked every day, kept walking, and I got tired super quickly, and I got mad at myself because I wasn't at the same physical peak I was before surgery. And same thing when I got diagnosed with thyroid cancer last year. I went through the same kind of thing because I'm just that type of person. Don't be that type of person. Start small, like 5 minutes of walking a day. Stretching is fine. You don't have to stand up. You could do it in your chair. You could do it while you're doing dishes. I don't know why you'll be doing dishes. That's why we have dishwashers. But, wherever you are, set goals. Pick something that's realistic, right? Goals are really important, but it doesn't have to be outrageous. It could just be, I want to walk 10 minutes every day. That's all I want to do. And just try to stick to that goal. And if you can't, that's okay too. That is okay. It is okay. It's consistency over intensity, over perfection. Get support. One thing I did before I even had my surgery is I came up with a post-surgery checklist of everything I needed after my surgery to stick and track. One of those was finding my community and people to hold me accountable. One of those people is sitting. He's sitting right there, and he held me accountable a lot, mostly telling me to stop pushing myself too much, but I don't listen to him, so it's fine. And then choose consistency over intensity. It's not about how hard you can go. It's not about how quickly you could get back into it. It's about what is right for your body. And what's right for your body is going to be consistency. So exercise during treatment. I actually broke it up into 2 parts, exercise during treatment and exercise after, because they do look different, right? So what kind of exercises should you do? Again, we have, depending on your fitness level, right? If you are already advanced, then it might take you shorter to get here, or you might be able to do more of this. But if you're a beginner, focus on walking, chair-based exercises, light stretching, right? And as you just develop your skill you develop your fitness skill, you go more to immediate low-impact aerobics, so it's like walking on a treadmill, doing indoor cycling, body weight exercises. You could do wall push-ups, glute bridges, squats if you want. And then you go into resistant bands and light weights for just gentle strength training. It doesn't have to be that intense. But if you're more advanced, running and jogging, doing kettlebell swings with a moderate weight, high intensity interval training, if cleared by the doctor. If cleared by your doctor. Next one. So managing movement by energy levels. I think that's the thing that's really, really important when it's during treatment, is really understanding your energy levels. So if it's low, just do some indoor walking. It could be just walking around your house, outdoor walking around the outside of your house. Dynamic stretching. So the thing about dynamic stretching, it's just you're moving through your stretch. So it could be if you're doing a hip flexor stretch, which I feel like I should demonstrate some of these things. So if you're doing a hip flexor stretch, and forgive me if anything is showing, here this would just be the static stretch. So a dynamic hip flexor stretch is more like you would move back and forth. So you kind of do you move forward to kind of do your hip flexor, then you come back to kind of get your calf, and so that's like a dynamic stretch. It could be, you could do butt kicker kind of stretches, right? Where you're stretching your calf. So things like that, dynamic stretching. That's not so much a dynamic stretch, but you can get away with it if you are on stage in short shorts and you need to do something. And this is cardio, right? So if your energy is moderate, you could do light jogging, light rowing, indoor cycling, swimming at a low intensity. Those can get your heart pumping, but it's still respecting how your body is feeling. And then when your energy is high, take advantage of that. Go running if you like running. Try outdoor biking. You can even do indoor cycling at a HIIT version of it on your Peloton. Anyone have a Peloton? I do too. Let's become friends. You could do contact sports. You have to maybe be careful of the type of contact sport you're doing. Again, clear it with your doctor. Team sports and high-intensity aerobics. And I do break it down for strength training as well. So if your energy is low, just focus on body weight movements. So I'm assuming we all know what a squat and a lunge is, right? Okay. You could do the wall sit. You could do a glute bridge. If you do not know what a glute bridge is, please look it up. I'm not demonstrating that. And you can use stability balls, right? If you have a stability ball, those are really good also for flexibility, just by doing like crunches on it or taking care of yourself. When your energy is moderate, bring in resistant bands. That could give you some strength training in there, obviously. Or light weights, right? And I put down the weight sizes because people may not know what we mean by light weights. And then when your energy is high, kind of go push it yourself a little bit, see what you can do, increase the weight a bit. You could go for heavy weights, maybe pick up a barbell. Again, really listen to your body. And then with flexibility and mindfulness, that is something that you can do really throughout all of your energy levels, but despite it saying flexibility and mindfulness, it actually can get intense depending on what your type of workout that you are doing. So if your energy is low, static and passive stretching, breathing exercises, meditation, foam rolling, I should have brought a foam roller, restorative yoga, walking meditation, tai chi, and active stretching are good if you have a little bit more energy and you want to push your body a little bit more. And if you have high energy, try Pilates, power yoga, and PNF stretching. And so how often should you exercise? And I actually have like 7 minutes left. Like I said, I have a lot of slides, so I might just swing through it. So here's quickly how often you should exercise. For cardio, aim 5 days a week of easy walking. Like that's cardio. Walking is like one of the best cardio that you can do for your heart, for your body, for your mind. And then try maybe 2 to 3 days of additional cardio for 15 to 30 minutes. It could be light jogging, whatever you want it to be. Strength training, 2 to 3 days a week is really all you need for that. Even if you're like an intense bodybuilder, like you don't need to actually do more. And then flexibility, mindfulness, 4 to 5 days of stretching to keep yourself mobile, and maybe aim for daily mindfulness. That could be, 2 minutes of breathing exercises or meditation if you like it. And so exercise after treatment, this is what I was talking about, the post-surgery checklist. So build a circle of support, find an accountability partner, identify and address potential pain points. So for me, that was making sure my nutrition was on point. And so I figured out a plan of how can I make sure I'm getting my nutritional needs met while also being conscious of what I need to do to rest. And then create a sustainable fitness and nutrition game plan to ease back into working out. And let's see, this is the timeline. It's a very simple timeline. So for the first 2 to 4 weeks after surgery, after treatment, focus on walking, static stretching, breathing exercises, and meditation, again, if you like it. And then at the 4-week mark, you can start bringing in resistant bands. Kind of push your body a little bit more. Indoor cycling, these are examples, by the way, just to give you an idea of what type of movements and exercises to go for. At the 8 to 12 week mark, you should be more recovered, that you could push it a little bit more, try a bit more weights, see what you can do, and then 12 plus weeks, you could hopefully be at a point where you could get kind of back into your routine and do what you used to do. And same thing, it's honestly during and after exercise is the same thing in terms of really how often you should exercise. I think the difference is during treatment, you're having this constant wave of kind of what you're feeling and the symptoms versus after treatment, if you're not on a targeted therapy, you're more just focused on recovery. And so this is just a way to ease back in. And strategies for optimizing movement. I'm just looking at the time. So These are really important points to keep in mind for staying safe during and after treatment. Check with your doctor first, right? I might be a certified coach, but I am not a doctor, and your doctor will know better about what you need. Protect your immune system, so opt for home workouts or workouts basically just to avoid high exposure to germs if you're still on treatment. Even if you're just recovering from surgery, you should just protect your immune system. Start slow. I'm going to keep repeating that. Just start slow, don't overdo it, which is the next one. Listen to your body. If you're feeling dizzy, short of breath, in pain, pay attention to how your body responds and scale back when you feel discomfort. You might want to push it. You might want to see if you can, but listen to your body. Watch your energy levels. We all know cancer fatigue is real. We all know it is a thing. So if you're tired, if you're feeling fatigue, you don't have to say no that day, but you also don't have to go hard. You just do light little movements. And then stay hydrated. We all need water. Just keep drinking. And these are some red flags to watch out for. I'm not going to go through the whole list just to save time, because I figure I would be the one to back us up, so I apologize for that. But yes, these are all symptoms that you need, they're red flags that you need to watch out for. So beyond dizziness and lightheadedness, things like nausea and vomiting, shortness of breath, excessive fatigue, swelling or discomfort, unusual heart palpitations, stop, seek attention, figure out what's wrong, do not keep going. Okay. So this, I know we have a nutrition session, but I did want to actually bring this up. Because this is, again, something that I am often asked about, because I am a bodybuilder with one kidney, of what to do about your protein. And so if you are actually on a restricted protein intake, just focus more on optimizing that protein intake. It's important if before a workout, to at least have 18 grams of protein, and 20 grams after a workout. Research has shown having at least this minimal amount has helped maintain and improve muscle synthesis. I might be saying that wrong. Spread protein intake evenly throughout the day, and go for easy on kidney options: egg whites, chicken, Greek yogurt, plant-based foods like tofu. And of course, check in with a renal dietitian about balancing exercise with kidney health, because there's but so much I could actually advise you on. And then again, stay hydrated, but don't overdo it. It's actually not good to drink too much water.